You guys, what's up? This your girl Sky Rain, and we are on In the Black. We've been gone for a little while, but now we're back, and we got our good men here, Jimmy
What to do?
and Mr. Conversation, aka.
Hey, y'all know who it is. I'm gonna act like them rappers. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know who the fuck I is. No, we don't, nigga. But guess what? It's Mr. Conversation. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
and and today we got a couple of topics we're gonna cover today. Jimmy, want to tell them what it is?
Expectations. We're gonna talk about expectations. Our expectation too high for men. Our expectation too high for women, and then we're gonna spill off into some other things
Okay.
that we've been discussing. So, hey, let it rip.
Okay, so Scott, what's up? Like, let's talk because I know this came from part of what you wanted to talk about. So let's go.
I think when Jimmy asked the question, in dating, are we too hard on men? But I think it's a little bit of a balance too, because these men are expecting a lot from us and want to give so little as well. But I understand that, you know, you guys are we too hard on men, but I know you guys, y'all kind of feel the same way about us. I'm gonna say women having our hand out and it's like gimme, gimme, gimme. But with this whole hot girl and
Mm.
3 or 4 movement and stuff going on, it really taints the dating system.
Okay. That was a very nice nuanced take that you tried to pull right there.
See,
I want to know how you really feel, Scott. Don't come on here. We ain't been on here together
real careful once.
in a long time. All right. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna start it off, all right. I want to know what you really feel. Show me Sky Rain. Show me Skittles. Show me the unicorn. Speak how you really feel.
Speak from the heart.
Man. No, but for real, I think
She's trying to give healed Sky. She's trying to give, yes, I've evolved beyond that, Sky.
it does make it difficult for women who been the good girls, right? Who been the good girls, who the ones who got the low body counts, the ones who don't go out there dressing promiscuous and showing everything. They getting, even though they may be getting chosen, they getting cheated on too. And it's like, well, I was the one that the type that you said you would wife, you would do right, you wouldn't cheat on this, you wouldn't do that. But at the same time, that's what you're going to chase. So if that's what you're going to chase, and if that's what your attention goes to, then I want to be that because I want you to chase me too.
Mm.
Mm. Okay, this is where we going. All right.
Okay.
So if the woman who is doing the promiscuous stuff, and tell me if I'm not paraphrasing correctly,
in general.
if she's doing the whole stuff, the 304 stuff, if she's spinning and wop and all of this type of stuff, and she's still getting the same treatment as the good woman, why be the good woman?
Exactly.
Mm. Okay.
It's a valid point.
Because at the same time,
I don't think it really go like that though.
but it may not go like that, right?
Right.
Consciously, but it's happening subconsciously.
Explain that.
You can be okay. Say we're dating. I'm dating a gentleman. I'm the type that he looking for. I'm the type that he want. I'm the wifey type. But he's still strolling through his phone looking at ass and titties.
I need more than that because looking at
Okay,
ass
well, he's strolling on the internet looking at bitches busting it open.
So what's wrong with that?
What you mean what's wrong with that?
Right.
He wouldn't like it if I was on strolling through my phone looking at men that don't look like him.
But how would you know that?
What you mean? How?
How would you know
Because
if he's strolling?
we may be sitting together
He
watching, supposed to be watching the movie, but you're not
he got a
tuned
problem.
in.
If he doing that while y'all sitting right next to each other, he got some issues. He's not the husband type. He got some serious issues. But I think all men at some point gonna look at other women, and just especially with the internet the way it is now, that's all you see.
That's my point exactly. My point.
But that doesn't mean that
that's
he's cheating on you because he's looking at other women. But she probably never ever meet these women unless he really just.
Well, let's
make an extra effort.
let's not even talk about the women on the internet. What about the women that you can have access to?
So you said, let me understand. So you saying you want a man to only have eyes for you?
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to communicate with you is how women see things and how women feel about this issue.
Okay. But I'm just saying though, why is that a major issue? Shouldn't it be other things like a major issue to women towards men? Like, is he the type of man that can work? Is he gonna work? Is he gonna take care of the house? Is he gonna treat you like a queen, treat you good, respectfully? Is he father type material? Why is it so much of what a man do and look? Because you describing a man that's really looking. You ain't said anything about him actually going out and doing anything. So why is him looking such a major deal?
I think she did that on purpose because she knows she went straight to cheating. Then I was gonna jump on that. So you know what I'm saying? What she really want to talk about is, niggas that be out here cheating. That's what she really want to talk about.
Right. That's a different type of.
So why, if I'm doing all of those things that supposedly you want, why are you still going to another woman? Correct.
Right.
That's what you eventually gonna get to.
Or even desiring another woman. And we talking about dating.
You talking about dating?
Ain't that's what we talking about?
Okay, so if we talking about dating, I mean,
and we talking about dating, we supposed
are you dating exclusively?
Yeah.
Okay.
We exclusive.
Looking, he's gonna look. All right.
We know that.
He's gonna look.
We know that.
Like,
we know.
How can you
not?
Because, and this is the thing, I saw this the other day. Somebody posted it that I know. It was a baseball game. It's a white guy and his wife, and then there's 8. Listen, I don't mess with white girls, but I'm just saying, if there was one that I would, she might have been one of the first draft picks. You know, I'm saying she coming in the first 3 picks. You feel me?
Right.
Like Coco from for Ice-T, that type of body type. She like number 2. You know what I'm saying? So
Gotcha.
Dude goes like this, and the camera catches him looking right at her breasts, her racks. Then his wife sees it on the big screen, or his girl, and smacks him, right?
Mm.
And I was like,
I think that's right.
She was right.
No, I don't think
that's some bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because I know good and time well. Now, you're not going to be, was he a little too obvious? Yes. Yes, he was a little too obvious. And sometimes there are penalties for getting caught.
Right.
All right. But the penalty should have been like you get a chewing out at the house, not you get smacked in front of thousands of people and now the whole internet see you get smacked.
She slapped hard.
Looked like it was.
Ooh.
Okay, so this is the thing. If in any normal situation, if there's a gentleman and he's walking up them stairs and he's 6'2", and he's got Roman Reigns or Rock type body build, and then you happen to have on sweatpants, so you know where the rest where I'm going with that. You not telling me that you're gonna do this. Try to act like he walking over here and your head gonna be this way. You're gonna do this. You're gonna at least try to catch it from the peripheral. You know what I'm saying? Like,
depending on who my man is.
You know what I'm saying? But now you might get put between the washer and the dryer.
Turners, you ain't even.
Keep it straight.
So stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. Like, attraction is attraction. You can look at the menu, but you're not supposed to order from it.
Right.
All right.
I get it.
dating, marriage, all of it.
But
So y'all women don't want men to even look.
I look too.
Okay.
So we looking together.
So does that mean you don't care about the guy then? Because the scenario that you used was him looking. Why does he
Right.
do that? So are you saying you don't care about the
Yeah,
guy?
I wasn't really finish my point.
All right, my bad. I'm gonna be quiet. Go ahead.
Trying to go where you said. She was setting it up.
Just get to straight to cheating like y'all always do. Cheating, the only thing matter.
I lost my train of thought on the track now, so that thought is gone.
Okay.
So, but going back to why I say it's harder. Okay, so now we in the stage where women are complaining about men want to be treated as women, or you know what I'm saying, like they want to be courted as well. It's like, well, shit, where's the chivalry? You know, it's supposed to be the other way around.
All right. So for that one, I do think that we have a new type of men that are out here, or I call them pseudo men. I do think that. Now, I don't always go to the, real man and all that type of stuff, but I will say this. I do think that society has changed a lot and has made a lot of things okay that, in my opinion, shouldn't necessarily be okay. The wanting the woman to pursue you in the beginning, I'm vehemently against. I think that old school is you see the woman, you pursue. Now, once I catch you, that is when feelings should start being returned. And that is when you're supposed to be putting effort into me back once you start committing towards me. But in the beginning, expecting like she's supposed to be taking you out and doing all that, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all niggas.
Yeah, like that's weird.
It really is. What it is broke niggas that don't want to take nobody on no dates. And it's also a lack of being raised right by fathers and mothers, right? And not teaching them how courtship should be. We don't court anymore. What we do is I see some, I want it, I'm gonna try to smash as quickly as possible, which is nothing necessarily wrong with that. But there's no courtship anymore. You can't.
They don't ask you like, it's like, oh, let's hang out. Okay, you want to hang out? Set up something. They're like, oh, what you want to do? What you mean what I want to do? You asked me to go somewhere. So
is there anything? I don't think there's anything wrong with asking you where you want to go. Maybe I would phrase it as, what are you into?
Right.
Okay. Because if you're an action person, you might want to go white water rafting. We have that here. But if I do that and you're scared of water, now what happens?
Right.
But if we've been conversating,
not in the beginning, you're not gonna find all of that type of stuff up. Even nigga like me that talk all day, it's only so much you're gonna find out. People give themselves in layers. You meet people in layers.
Correct.
Well, when you ask me what kind of stuff I'm interested in, then you know what I'm saying. Then after that, you ask me to hang out and go out. I expect you to go off of the things I told you I was interested in.
Okay, let's do an exercise, right? I'm coming up to you. I'm trying to holler. Now, don't be an asshole, okay? Don't, in this scenario, so I can get fuck away. Don't do that, please.
Okay.
All right. So, hi, how are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm EJ. What's your name?
My name is Sky.
Okay, Sky, that's a pretty name. Is that your actual name, like your mother gave you that, or you have a different name?
It's my name.
Okay, all right, Sky. So, I saw you over here. Can I get you a drink? Is there anything you want to drink?
Can I get some a water, please?
Okay, you want a water? All right. Okay, so I'm gonna get you this water. Now, in the course of this conversation, now I'm gonna ask, okay, Scott, what do you like to do? Like, when you're out and about, how do you have fun?
I am a adventurous person, so I like to go bike riding, hiking. I like going to the park. I like going swimming. I like reading, and I'm a crafty person, so I like doing activities. I like to stay active.
Okay, so What I would do then, what I'm hearing is half of the shit you like to do, I don't like to do. All right. so now I'm like,
Now you gotta make a decision.
yes. Now the decision is, do I think she's sexually attractive enough for me to potentially move my line? If I feel that way, now I need to find something where we can kind of in the middle. So I do some things like that, but I wouldn't focus on the outdoor stuff. I would focus on the craft stuff. I would come to you and I would be like, well, hey, there's a painting tip coming up down here. I'm a musician or I do this. So I love music and you like crafts. Let's go and do something like that. I'm letting you know that I'm finding a commonality, right? I think that should go well, right?
And you will also get some brownie points.
So that, gentlemen, is how you're supposed to do it. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but I hear some Uchi Wally in the background, baby.
That's what
Uchi Wally, Uchi Bang Bang.
I thought I heard something.
Somebody out there jamming outside.
What the hell?
Hey.
The helly?
So shout out to Nas and yeah, shout out to him. But that is how you're supposed to talk with a young lady, woman, whatever, gentleman. That's how you're supposed to try to find a commonality for your date and things. Pay attention to what they are telling you. Okay, so you're saying that they're not doing that anymore.
Right.
So what are they doing now?
Can I come over and chill?
Now they're trying to come over to the spot already.
Oh, off the rip.
Off real.
Damn.
You want to know why I don't agree with that?
Chill.
And it's not for the reasons that you saying. I don't agree with that because for your own safety.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
you don't know if this woman, she got a woman, if she try, you know, if she got a man, woman, whatever. Women carry guns too.
Like, you automatic get
Right.
a block.
She got a stalker.
Especially
She
if you
broke up with him, but he ain't broke up with her.
Yeah, especially if
wouldn't
you
even wanna be
ask
over
that
there.
within the first week or so, or even the first 24 hours, block.
Block them. Your block game strong.
Real strong.
Okay. All right. Now, for men, and this is what I hear from men all the time, talking to plenty of them, right? We feel that even once you get past that stage, that y'all expectations become unrealistic.
Such as, elaborate on that.
So expecting a man to be every single thing that you think a man is supposed to be, because y'all references will be something like, let's say your father, right? Your father is a different type of man to you than your husband is going to be to you. And I know some people don't agree with that, but your father has a different type of love for you. Your father allows a lot of things sometimes that your husband, your boyfriend, or whatever is not going to necessarily. They let daddy's little girl get away with a lot of things. Daddy's little girl was allowed to have some attitudes that she shouldn't have a lot of times because that's my daughter. She wasn't necessarily punished for some improprieties or for acting incorrect a lot of times. So then when correction comes from a male that is not, you're thinking like, nah, my daddy was a good man, so whatever daddy allowed me to do, he's supposed to allow me to do.
Right.
That is a very difficult situation. I'm going into some of the more nuanced stuff. I ain't going to the easy stuff that you could easily just bat away. Going to something else. Thought about this. I have daughters. You know what I mean? People like to bring them up all the time, so I'm bringing them up myself when we debating and stuff like that, right? So I've told my daughters that the same things that I might be cool with, when you get with the guy, they might not be cool with. And you have to find you someone that potentially is, or understand that everybody ain't gonna love you the same way. It's a different type of love. You know what I'm saying? That fatherly love is different from that romantic love. Go ahead.
Yes, I agree with you, but I don't think that women are looking at that. They are looking at, are you especially if they had a good father in their life, right? They looking for the common, like you said, the common denominator. Are you showing up when you're supposed to be showing up? Are you fulfilling your promises? If my dad, just like for a little boy, their mom is supposed to be, ideally is the first woman they love or have affection for in their life, right? Same thing for a girl and her dad. So especially if she had a good father and a good role model, she is going to potentially look for something or someone in the light of him, as far as, you know, the care and the showing up and the providing.
Okay. I hear that. And I
the
received that.
and the talents, like, for example, my dad is a great handyman and he a mechanic.
Mhm,
So, and I value men that possess those qualities.
mhm. So when we start talking about expectation, what is the percentage of men that are um
Mm.
Throwed you off. The comment throwed you off.
No.
okay, so let me see.
Rasha.
Rasha says, not everyone's father was a good man. I disagree with the father part of his opinion, and your words were correct. Okay, thank you very much for a woman backing a woman, of course. Now, that's understandable, right?
Right.
Cool. But
Everybody had
again, every
That's why I
argument we
said
can
if
say
you
not
had a good
everyone.
father, yeah.
right.
Okay. But again, the example that you just used tears that down because you just said, my father does this. And because of that, now you are looking for potentially a man that does that, correct? Because that's what you have saw.
Mm.
That was the thing. But what is the percentage of men that actually fix on cars?
Ooh, she's not. I don't even want to put that comment. She said,
Put it up there.
Oh, you're asking me for an answer.
I mean, it's not a whole lot.
I mean,
my point
they're not. There may not be a lot of men.
Oh yeah, take that off. My bad. Take that off.
There may not be a lot of men that knows how to work on cars, but the majority of men can do basic stuff, change the oil, change a tire. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be able to go drop an engine, but if I'm on the side of the road and I got a flat tire, I need to be able to call you.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
You know
There's
what I'm
levels
saying?
to it, but a lot of times how we truly feel is the first thing that we said. And I want to make sure that you said work on cars.
Oh,
I want to
Lord.
put that out there.
But you know what I'm talking about. Like,
So yeah. But yeah. Yeah. Miss Moore says he abused me and what I expected a man to show me the opposite of what my father done. I expect him to love his daughter. I expect him to love a little girl. I expect him to respect the young lady. I respect him to teach a young lady like my grandfather has the expectation of a man to love, lead, and carry a family. Understood. Respect. And I'm not, and she says she's not taking sides. That's what's up. Now, Candy says 1%. Yeah, that's kind of my point. It is people who can actually do some of those things that you're saying. So that's only one part of what you're probably expecting. You also are expecting a lot of other things, right? You know what I mean? We don't have to go into all of them. But my point is, is sometimes also we look at how our fathers treated mom, right?
mm-hmm.
Now, are you the same type of woman that mother was?
mm-hmm.
I just want to sit there for a second. Do you have the same morals? Do you have the same values? Are you as loyal as your mother was? Are these all these different types of things? If you are, then yes, you can expect that reasonably.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times we're expecting things that we don't deserve. Fuck it. I'm just going to say it. Sometimes we're expecting things that we don't deserve. This is not to anybody in particular. If it's not you, if it doesn't apply, just let it fly. Miss Williams says, even if they can't do the work, I need to know you're going to come sit with me and make sure I'm straight while I wait on the roadside. You right, Janelle? I get you.
Yeah.
We got to sit in that car. We got to wait for him or something, good. All right. Let me take this comment. I expect a man to show me his qualities. I expect a man to teach me. I expect a man to show me what he has to offer. Why should I trust and put all into a man? Because I understand it takes two to raise a family. It takes two to take care of a household. It takes two. it's fun when you're cooking together and the family and everything should not just be on a man. And the expectations of a man is what he shows. What do you want me to expect, and what do you expect out of your woman? She's a reflection. Pretty sure that means reflection of you. But yeah, that seems like a very grounded take. It does take two. Again, we start looking at the prisms of the quote unquote best man that we can find or have in our lives, or best woman that we can find and have in our lives. But are we worthy of that type of woman? And I'm not talking about high value shit. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm getting into that.
Right.
But just are we worth what we're expecting? Now that's where the conversation gets real iffy, because y'all know how I feel about that. You know what I say? The number 5. This show is sponsored by the number 5. Because if I tell you, everybody that's on here, keep saying it. If I ask you, what's your intelligence level? If I ask you, how do you feel that you look? If I ask you what your fitness level is, if I ask you, what's your spirituality, your emotional intelligence, ain't nobody about to say a 5 in none of those damn categories. And y'all not. Because I've done this before without leading into it. And I'm on here 7, no less. Everybody is 7 and above and everything. You know what I mean? Dudes be, you know what I'm saying? Like I used to be 400 pounds talking about, fitness level. I'm about 6.5. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here, nigga.
Right.
I'm talking to me. Shut your fat ass up. You are a 2 at best.
2.
You know what I mean?
Damn.
It was a 2 at best, brother. I was a 20-second run from a heart attack. So now imagine when you have to put effort into other things. Imagine having to try to save your family. Imagine having to try to have the strength to pull somebody out of a car. Imagine trying to just be able to run to go tell the police something if my cell phone wasn't there.
Right.
And I think that goes right into the men's side of why, it being hard for y'all to date as well, because, we all agree that women are delusional and we expect to have a Superman.
I need you to tell them that again, because they ain't gonna hear that part.
Somebody comment. I know a comment coming off that.
Janelle says, all in all, relationships, marriage is about give and take. No one should be giving more than they take, and vice versa. In a vacuum, yes, but there's always somebody that's going to give more. There's always somebody going to take more in certain aspects. And even when you add everything up, there'll be some 60-40s. There might even be a 70-30, but that 30 going to come to clutch though.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just however it goes. What works for you works for you. But to get there, the problem is that people aren't working together and understanding that to get there, there's a lot of things we got to do to get there. Everybody looks at the marriage as the destination. No, baby, that's just the beginning.
Marriage is hard, I heard.
Look, before we even get to that part, you know what I'm saying? Before we got plenty of time for that. But this dating part in the beginning and our expectations, are you the type of person that deserves what you're asking for? If you can't be loyal, why are you expecting loyalty? Listen, man, woman, boy, girl. So when somebody go and do something and you know that you ain't been loyal, now it's the end of the world. Now your heart hurt. Now you want to go shoot up the city, everything. You want to beat folks up and everything like that. But you've been shucking, ducking, sliding, vibing everywhere around the city. How you gonna do that? You know what I mean? And be worth what you are expecting. You expecting a woman to cook, clean, suck, and fuck, and you can't pay 30% of the bills in this bitch. The fuck? She got to go work 24/7. She working 10 hours a day. Then you expecting her to come home, cook and clean for you, then take care of some kids, or she might already have some, whatever the situation is. and you expecting all that. And I'm talking about, and she better turn it up in the bedroom. She better be superhead with who a good one from the back that y'all know. Cherokee. You know what I'm saying? She better combine both of them bitches. Wear a different wig every week. And you out here making $8, $9, $10 an hour.
So basically,
Even if y'all not staying
expectation-
together.
expectations for men and women
Mhm.
Yeah.
far exceed what they are capable of bringing to the
Yep.
table themselves.
Yes.
Definitely.
I got homies. Well, let me read this and I'm gonna get to that. I don't know about delusional. Everyone's version of Superman is different. I agree with that. What love, protection, provision, etc. looks like for one, exactly. It might be different from another. Agreed.
I agree with
That's
that.
basically the same thing I'm saying. You know, it might be 70-30, might be 60-40
But
on
for
something.
the
else.
majority of women, Janelle, like, because we are logical thinkers. So we are talking about the everyday girl talk type stuff, and when you sit back and listen to the women and what they're saying, it's like they want the same thing the men want, a superwoman. They want a Superman.
Okay, let's get into that. Because you got men and women here. So what do you expect out of your man? What expectations you have?
As far as what?
I mean, what you looking
Nope.
for? The quality.
What you looking for? Exactly.
The
Don't-
qualities in a man. What are you looking for?
The qualities I'm looking for is a family man, somebody that's open-minded, that like to travel, like to be active, a handyman, somebody that's gonna try to figure it out before trying to call on somebody else. A part-time mechanic, because I've known to be rough on cars.
She talk about the mechanics. She need that guy. He gotta
Like,
be
you
able to have
be-
some
you
hands
got-
on it.
You got to be able to know how to,
Well,
to work a hammer, a carburetor or something. Of course, a hard worker, but someone that's also who is understanding, know how to communicate.
okay.
You ain't even told half of what you really want. You trying to be nice because you know I'm gonna pick it apart. But anyway, you just named like 8 different niggas. I just want to let you know that, and you ain't even did half.
That's a lot.
I don't
That's a
think
lot.
so.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
You know,
but you never
But
said.
if you can't, but there's like, again, there's a level to this. There's levels to it. That's why I asked, and what do you mean in what aspect? Because
Your
if you're talking about a
expectation.
lover,
Of course.
in bed, then I
we
can.
we
list
talking
the-
about a guy that you see as your husband, someone you want to be his wife. You want to make this, not some nigga you just want to smash and dash. What's the nigga you really trying to be with? I mean, what expectation that you see that you have for him? What quality
and
that you look for in him?
and I also expect him to be supportive in whatever I'm doing, even if he don't like it.
And so
if-
you named off about what 10 different things, right? You said that EJ about 10.
You're about 10 things.
That's 10 things. That's a lot. That's very
So-
a lot.
Some of those kind of are on the
Maurice
opposite end of the spectrum.
Maurice said that's 8 different niggas.
What I
Eight
say?
different people.
All right, so
somebody
so a
that-
family man,
somebody-
right?
A family
Fa-
man.
Family man. All right, already. To most people who are family men are men that have 9 to 5s, right? Or maybe like trucking jobs. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
not quite a 9 to 5, but yeah, that go to work
Legit.
every day
Right.
to provide for their family. Okay, love on their kids. They're providing for their household, right? That's basic structure, providing all that type of stuff.
Mm.
Now, he needs to be skilled in the trade of cars, right? Okay, hold on. Let me finish. He needs to be skilled in not just cars, but putting, stuff regular at the house. You know what I mean?
Even if it's basic stuff.
Okay, so
yeah.
basic handyman. There's people that get paid to
Right.
do that for a job, right? I just want to put this out there when people be like, well,
Oh yeah.
women do a lot more than men and this, that, and the third, what you're expecting, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Now, you also named that is like adventurous, wants to take trips and do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? The energy that you're putting to
I
be.
would like that, but he don't necessarily.
Nah, you said don't try to pull it back now. That's why we asked first.
Because I could go on a trip by myself, baby. You could.
Oh, so then he got to be fine with you going on trips by yourself. And he see what I'm saying?
It's a lie.
And he also has to be okay with you being a socialite, with you being out and about, with you being on the hot seat with EJ Thomas, with all them ass and titties on there and all that type of stuff with them ladies, and being out at like his birthday party. Shout out to me. I turned 40 recently. Yeah. And revealing clothing and different stuff like he got to be okay with that too. I mean, I don't need to hear nothing else to know. I couldn't sign up for that job. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I'd be like, fuck that nigga podcast. You know? Fuck him too. If you got a problem, you got to goddamn come see me. You know what I'm saying?
Then I would ask, why is it a problem?
Because I would have been like, because I don't want you to do that shit.
Why don't you want me doing it?
Because if I just don't want you, I want you. Because I'm all them niggas that you just asked for. That's why. I'm all them niggas besides that one thing.
But that ain't got nothing to do with what I got going on personally.
If I'm all them niggas, then I'm gonna talk to you like I'm all them niggas. Cause I'm worth my weight in gold.
Right. He meet all your expectations. And there are a lot of
I never was trying to date none of them niggas though. So why are you comparing yourself to somebody that was never interested in?
It's not a comparison.
That is comparing.
It sounds like a pretty much a.
If I'm doing all of that,
because that's like an ultimatum. That's like an ultimatum. That's like, oh, so you don't want me to go to work neither?
So when you do it, it's expectations of what your man wants. But when he says something, it's a
control thing.
Yeah, it's a control.
No, that's not what I said.
That's what it sounds like.
No, because you're saying if you are not communicating, why are you not wanting me to do this? You just saying you don't want me to do it. But why you don't want me to do it? Because when you met me, I was already in the light.
Okay. Because I wouldn't want my woman to be outside like that. If we're trying to build a family and we're trying to be that, I want a woman
what's outside though? Because I'm not turning my ass up on camera. You know what I'm saying? I'm not showing my lady parts. I'm not twerking. I ain't doing none of that. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm not carrying myself a disrespectful way.
So you got to answer, but you don't like it.
No,
the answer is I view that as being outside. I view that as being adjacent to the people that are outside. Remember we talked about 304 adjacent?
Mm-hmm.
If I know there is a show that is on there and there are people that dress a certain way, act a certain way, say certain things, whether it's for ratings or not,
right?
Regardless, would I feel comfortable with my woman being on there doing that? I would be like, no, I would not. And I could easily, because I could make it sound flowery, but I just went and gave you the straight up stuff. Nah, woman that I'm trying to deal with ain't gonna be doing it.
So you would, if your wife have a problem with what you doing, you gonna stop doing what you doing?
Nope.
So it's cool when you do it, but it's a problem when I do it.
So the reason why is one.
I don't know.
One is because I am handling the things that she originally asked. So it's too late to try to go back and double up on that. You know what I mean? It's too late.
So, okay, question to that. So you saying you wouldn't, if your wife had a problem with what you're doing, you're not gonna stop it, right?
If there's levels to it. Right. So just say if you got me on the picture with my finger and somebody coach or some shit like that, that's a whole different story.
The reasons that you just gave. The reasons that you just gave.
Yeah, right? I've been outside.
Let's give a hypothetical. Okay, just
my point is exactly
hypothetical. Okay, just say she has a problem with the hot seat.
Mm-hmm.
You get a little bit too explicit. What do?
I can try to pull back on certain things, but it wouldn't be something that I'm gonna stop.
Right. But I say she said you want you to stop it. She's just saying, hey, some of the women need to cover up. I'm not comfortable with some of them coming in there with the titties out, all the thighs and shit out, blase, blase. What do you do?
Let me think.
Look at it,
Let me
look at
think.
it, look at it.
Well, I would be like, I would ask, okay, is it actually just what they're wearing, or is it just what I'm doing? Because a lot of times it'd be more than that. That's just the excuse.
Right.
Because they could wear a t-shirt and some jeans, and if you're having a problem with that, you still gonna have a problem with that.
I mean, I think a
So-
lot of time with women, it'd be more of what they hear from other women. You know what I'm saying? The peers. So a lot of times she might have somebody, girl, I don't see how you know what I'm saying? And now it's a problem. You see what I'm saying? But you're not knowing that.
You making me look bad in front of my people.
Right,
Shit, I
right.
got you.
So a lot of time it be that. You see, so especially if you've already been doing it and now all of a sudden it's becoming an issue.
True.
So a lot of time, you know, that comes from the chatter. But just to say, hypothetical to speaking, you hear that she started to hear that chatter, and then she started to say, "Hey, I think you need to change your direction on how you know how them come in and dress, and you know, I'm kind of not liking it. Don't look like a married man should be in that type of setting."
Yeah, I get that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying I pay the cost to be the boss in this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
So you
And
fuck that.
And at the end of the day, this is what I'm choosing to do in the direction that I want my life to go at this point when it comes to being on their personality and all of that. And this is the way I'm choosing. You ride with me,
You let her go?
or you can, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get up out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right then. We heard it here from this conversation itself.
It's not as like there's conversations to be had, but at the end of the day, again, this is what I want to do. I've invested time, effort, energy, money into being this person.
Right.
You know what I mean? This ain't no fly by night stuff. A lot of people,
Right.
some people are just doing it because they're just trying to be seen. I've been seen all my life. This ain't what it's about.
Right.
And also there's a difference between something being a true love or you just doing it just to try to make a quick buck.
Right.
Like,
And that's all I'm saying. Like, if you having an issue or something about what I got going on, what I'm doing, okay, let's talk about it. But expecting me to just drop everything because of how you feeling, that's not right. We could come to you know what I'm saying, we could come to agreement and a compromise or something. If you might not like the type of photo shoots and stuff that I do, okay, well, I won't do those type of photo shoots. You don't, you know what I'm saying, that you have an issue with, or you know, but some things ain't it's not gonna be compromisable because it is what it is.
well, Philly said something the last time we approached this. Is it a hobby or is it something that's making you money? And then I go even further. Am I the type of person that's taking care of you? Or are we on some 50-50
Now
type shit, right?
okay, so I'm not speaking on nobody because I don't got nobody taking care of me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm
I'm
speaking
referencing
from.
him because we had a show that
Right.
we talked
Mhm.
about it. And so for me, I kind of lean more towards that. Is it making you money, first of all? I mean, or are you taking money out the household to do it and I don't like it?
Right.
Nah.
Right.
You're not paying people to
But if
be
we
a
living in
socialite.
our own houses, you taking care of your bills and I'm taking care of mine.
Well, that's a different scenario.
Very different
Right.
because
a
that's
different-
why I
So
was
we're
getting at.
talking about
I'm not
dating.
taking care.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah. Okay.
Dating, yeah.
Dating, yes.
Right. I get it in dating because if I'm dating you and I'm doing something and it become a problem while we're dating, then you can just eliminate that person. I mean, it's like now it seem controlling. Okay. But the scenario I asked EJ was more of already you're married, you already been doing it for a while, and now all of a sudden.
But when
It's an issue.
anytime y'all ask me a question, I'm not speaking from
Right.
that
Married.
point of
You
view.
Understood.
Dating point.
Right.
Got
Right.
you. Got you.
We got you.
So I will say this. You make a good point in that you're dating.
Right.
For me, though, we can never get out of that space. That would be a barrier. I couldn't become anything more because, you know, at that point, I'm just gonna be fucking,
Right.
you know, from time to time, Might shoot you some money from time to time, help out with some things and whatnot. It would never be marriage. It would never be
Right.
exclusive. You know,
Right.
it
That's the
it
whole
couldn't get to
thing.
that point.
That's the whole benefit of dating. You're trying to see where you fit in with that person's life.
Mhm.
And if you see you can't fit in, then you have a decision to make. Most men, if they're gonna be around, they ain't gonna want to just leave. They gonna want to get some of that cutty before they go. You know what I'm saying? They didn't invest the time. I mean, that's how men think. And I think a lot of time with women, that's the delusional part come in with you guys. Y'all think men should think like you would think. Men should be, well, if you don't want to be bothered, just go ahead and leave. No, because men come for more than just one or two things when they come. You see what I'm saying? When a man come to you, the first thing, it was visual, first of all. It was a visual attraction. So once he get to you and see that, that visual attraction draws him to you, and then he get to talking to you and get this being around your lifestyle, that kind of, determines if he feel you wifey material or you just fuck material. And a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, he ain't gonna want to just cut the cord like that. If he feel like you're not wifey material, he still want to try you out. He still wants something.
Okay, so even with that, don't expect me to fold for you when I'm not even your type.
But you probably wouldn't know it.
Oh, you'll know it.
No,
You'll know about how they treat you.
No, you don't. Because a lot of times we wouldn't even have these discussions if y'all knew that, because y'all wouldn't be bamboozled by a lot of these men who y'all say love bomb y'all and all these other things. You wouldn't know. You don't know until it's over, until you there at that place.
No, we don't know until we come out of our perception, because like we discussed before, the red flags always been there.
Okay, so if this say the red flag's been there and women seem to kind of be able to understand these red flags, then no woman should ever be tricked into being in a relationship with a man that's a dog then.
Well, now we're seeing that women are preferring to be single and be on their own because of that same reason.
Or is it trauma?
A little bit of both.
Right.
It's a little bit of both.
Because they've been bamboozled.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know. So a lot of times they don't even understand the trauma they dealing with. So they just put up a security wall. Right? Go ahead, EJ.
What you want, Peanut?
Y'all still fucking. That shit sound good. Y'all still fucking.
Right.
Niggas still getting pussy all goddamn day, all the time. Cool. I hate this narrative of weird. Y'all still fucking. You know what I'm saying? If anything, you're making it worse on yourselves, because now with all of this, I don't want a husband type stuff. Now, all niggas is doing is getting what they really just wanted for the most part anyway. I'm gonna be real with y'all.
Making it easier.
Yeah, making it easy.
Right.
50% of the niggas who do get married only got married because you earned it. You know what I mean? You put some time in. You rolled that thing like it was supposed to be. You had that motherfucking shit cooked. You did all that type of stuff, whatever. You know what I mean? So the whole, I'm not doing this for a dude, all you doing is just making yourself just be you fucking. Because y'all still be fucking. Yeah, some of y'all get the roses. Yeah, some of y'all whatever. Some of y'all turn gay and think that that's not shit. It's not fucking too. But anyway, you still getting penetrated by something. That's fine. But at the end of the day, all you were doing is just excluding yourself from what you really do be wanting. Even and what's crazy is, I had to take a second because this shit pisses me off so bad. I can't fucking stand y'all bitches that be on fucking Facebook and all of that, and all y'all do is hate on niggas. Listen.
Man haters.
If you're a man hater right now, I don't want to fucking work with you. Okay. Don't come on nowhere fuck around me. I won't talk to you. I won't be nowhere around you. Okay. Stay the fuck over there. But the crazy shit is, once the man hater get a nigga, they ain't posting that shit no more. All of a sudden, niggas is the greatest thing since sliced fucking bread. Or they quiet. They dead quiet and don't post. Then they right back doing it. So you only hate men because you're not with one.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that you hate men. It's not that you hate relationships. It's not that you don't want to be married. It's that you're just not and you're frustrated. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of niggas like that too on this red pill shit that all they want to do is just hate on women and tell them that they ain't shit and y'all ain't this and that and da 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 da. And then as soon as they get one, they mouth dead ass quiet. Now she the greatest woman in the world. This is the only woman that fit this standard that I did. And guess what? You find out all the time.
But that
It was
goes
some
into
bullshit.
my next point though. Like at the end of the day, no matter what a man say or a woman say, oh, I don't need no man. I don't need no woman. You need a partner.
I do.
You need a partner. Ain't no way in the world you can go through life, period, without a partner. Because you need somebody. You can't do it by alone.
So
Here,
that leads to the
let me say
question:
this.
do
Let me
you
say
think
this.
women expectations are unrealistic of men?
One second. You can live life without a partner. Like you can. Can it be done? Yes, it
It
can.
can be done.
Should it
but-
be done? Are y'all motherfuckers be happy? No, y'all be doing that fake happiness shit. And then again, that's why y'all be rallying against it and all that extra feminism shit and all that stuff. That's the situations y'all niggas be in. And y'all shouters be in. Bitches be in. Let me say that right there. Bitches is man and woman. Now, you went from the common sense perspective, right?
Mhm.
Great point. I got some theories that are accepted as true that go along with that. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. All right. Guy named Maslow started thinking about how can you become the best person that you can become. In his musings, it's theorized that there's very few people that have actually reached this. Gandhi, Mother Teresa, people like that. When you're a truly selfless person, in order to become that, you have to get all your basic needs out of the way. One of the first needs is the need, not the want, for companionship.
Mhm.
There's you get your basic needs, which is your food and your shelter. Once people, it's supposed to be once you get your food and your shelter, now you looking for your relationships, whether it's your friendships, who you dating, who you're gonna marry. Then once you have that, then you can reach self-actualization where you're a truly selfless person and you're ready to give to the world, all that type of stuff, right? But you have to get the bottom rungs first. The problem is why we can't reach it anymore is people are homosexuals and they're trying to do it backwards. They get in a relationship before they get their shit together or all that type of stuff. So that's why those basic needs aren't being handled. But like you said, relationships, most of us want to be in a relationship. We have a need for human companionship.
Mhm.
There's a need. It's called yearning. I don't know about y'all, but even when I was single, when I've been together, sometimes I think about her just randomly.
Mhm.
I could be doing a podcast, doing something. I could be minding my business. I could be out driving. And sometimes I just think about her. I want to be around her right now. Your soul will just make you feel that way about that person. That's a need. That's not a want. It ain't always something sexual. So I need y'all to get y'all shit together, man, when it comes to that. But Jimmy, you were saying getting back to the expectations?
Yeah. This just seemed like the expectations for women towards men are just unrealistic. Because you're not the only woman that'll sit here and name off 10, 15 different things that they want from a man. And it's like, there's no man that have all of those qualities. And then if he is, he probably already in a relationship. You see what I'm saying? So it's like,
which it makes it harder for us.
So it's I think you're when you said delusional, I mean, that's kind of a
the delusional part is
thinking that it's a man that are gonna fit all of those wants and needs.
No, so the delusional part for me is believing that a man has to pay your bills to date you. You know, he has to send you flowers every day. I'm not saying every day, but a little once in a while, may be nice, but is it a requirement? No, it's not a requirement. But is it a standard? It's a, a level, a standard of
Isn't a
dating.
standard a requirement?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
So what is a standard?
A standard is like,
Is a standard optional? Can't be. Not if it's called a standard.
but if it's, I wouldn't say it's a requirement, because a requirement is, okay, you're required to be 18 to get this job, right?
So what would a standard be?
A standard
You have to
would be
18 to get the job.
you have to be at least
18 to get the job.
no. No, a standard may be you okay, a standard may be you have to have open availability. That's the standard.
Right.
But a requirement is that you got to be 18.
That's not even in the same category.
That is the same category, because I went for a job not too long ago.
The availability and the required age limit is not in the same category.
But we talking about requirements and standards.
They the same.
It's not the same.
You set the standards. I mean, you set a requirement.
Like you said a bar.
Right. So that's a requirement. That's an actual goal.
But it's not a standard, because the standard means it's
right?
mandatory. Mandatorily you have to be 18 to have this job. But since you're 18, we want you to have open availability as a standard to get this position.
Okay, let's say this.
All right. So
I know you were looking at the definition.
Yeah. The simplest way to look at it are requirements equal to floor, which is the minimum that acceptable. Right. The standards is the bar you set, which can be much higher than the minimum. So the requirement would be the 18, right? That's the minimum age. It better be, right. But anyway, for something. But your standards is probably, you got to be 30, on up. But anyway, so the distinction normally gets blurred. Requirements might include faithfulness, respect, no abuse, honest communication. These are non-negotiable. Standards might include how you expect the conflict to be handled, how often you spend quality time together, ambition, financial habits, or lifestyle compatibility. Mm-hmm. So basically standards are the level of quality behavior performance, and requirements are the minimum conditions that must be met. There you go.
I think with women, I mean, because you're not the only woman, and you're the only woman here today, so it might feel like we're picking on you, but really not. Because I've had multiple conversations with women of their expectations of what they want from men. And all women have a laundry list of things they want from men. And it's like your expectations are so that's a perfect man. That's a perfect guy. And it's like, that makes it unrealistic, because there's even a guy that's in a relationship, that been in a relationship for years, is still not perfect. So he can't meet all of your expectations. So it's like, for men don't have that type of expectation. That's why it's so much easier for men to get in a relationship with a woman than it is for women. It's easier for women to have sex, you see what I'm saying, than it is for men. But for men to get in a relationship, it's so much easier for your man to get out of a relationship with you today, and 3 months later, he in a full-fledged relationship with a whole nother woman that he ain't even know why y'all was together. Because our men expectations are not that high. We don't look for all those different qualities in a woman. We look for just pretty much one thing.
Just because you asked us what type of man would you like, right?
What you're looking for.
It's what you're looking for.
Right.
So whether it comes to a man or a woman, you gonna build the bear of what you want. But that doesn't exactly mean that's what you get. So when you do meet somebody, you are, cherry picking of the main qualities or whatever that person possesses.
So basically we asked the question wrong.
Probably.
So the question should be,
Because any woman that in any relationship, even if I decided to be in a relationship right now, that man is still not going to be a whole list. That he not going to check off all the checklists.
right.
You get what I'm saying? He not. But I'm going to make sure the ones that matter count are checked off.
Okay, so when the question is asked, why is so many? Why isn't it the ones that really matter is the focus? So what really matters? You see what I'm saying? Because the question is asked not as a dream question of your dream guy. It's asked as a realistic question of if a guy come up into your life today, what characteristics are you looking for? You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's not, we talking about a real actual guy. We're not talking about a dream guy. We're not talking about a Build-A-Bear guy. When men ask a question, we asking exactly what are you looking for in the guy that you're dating or about to date or want to date or would date.
And you
at
know
that
what
moment.
men sound like when most men, I'm not saying all, most men sound like they are describing a maid.
Well, I think most men that I've talked to do not have a laundry list in what they're looking for out of a woman. Because a man to take a woman with that's broke, y'all won't do that. You see what I'm saying? A man don't have she don't have to make six figures. She don't have to be a certain height, a certain size. You see what I'm saying? She don't have to have those things for a man.
Yeah, because y'all are, you know, ideally supposed to be the providers or whatever. So most men are not going to go after women that make more than them.
Not saying that
or
they
this and
wouldn't.
that and
I'm
the
just,
other.
this is what I'm saying. Not saying that
But
they
most
won't.
men are, y'all want to be wanted.
No, not saying that they won't. Okay, go after a woman that makes six figures, but she don't. That's not a requirement.
It's not a
It's
lot of
that's
women
like
that
a that's
require
like that's
men to
like
make
buying
six figures.
a ice cream and you get the whipped cream and cherry on the top. You will still eat the ice cream, but if she come with six figure, that's like the whipped cream and the cherry. Okay, great, but it's not what we seek for. We're not searching for that. Most men just really want a woman that respect them and that don't hate men, because in these days and time, it's a lot of women that do not like men. They don't like men. They only see men as something that they can use like a tool. So you have to make this kind of money. You have to be this height. You have to be able to do this that way. You have to be able to do. That's not a man. That's more of a machine. That's more of a tool.
I hear you, and I'm not, and what you saying is true, but at this, like, it's also a flip side to it too.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It go both ways. It's
True.
both
There
ways.
are some men out there that that do have those specific qualities in women. I've heard conversation of men say they don't want a woman that make more money than them. I've heard that. So, what I'm saying, a lot of those men are single. You see what I'm saying? They are single. So, I mean, but to each his own. When it comes to that, to me, it doesn't matter what she makes. To me, it just matters how she treats me. That if she like men and respect men. And a lot of that comes from their relationship with their dad. That's where it starts.
Mm.
Because if they had not all of them, I'm not saying all women, but if they had a bad relationship with their dad, they don't respect men and like men. They see men, they're going to use you until, they can't use you no more. But women that had a great relationship with their dad and understand how a man operates and how a man thinks and the values that men look for in women, they pretty much already taken. They already in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time, like they say, it's hard to find a good woman because she's somewhere being a good woman. They ain't just out here. Same way with men. It's hard to find a good man because he's somewhere being a good man. He's just not out here freely roaming around.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, the expectations of a lot of women, I think, is more trauma. I think we had a show about, one time we had a show about celibacy and how they was talking about being celibate is the way, and it's like they ain't just being celibate, they fighting trauma. It ain't just about being celibate because you want to be celibate. You dealing with trauma. That's a protection mode. You see what I'm saying? You ain't not having sex because you just feel like your body just don't want to be abused by these men who don't want you. If you dealing with some trauma deep down inside of some trauma somewhere. So I think a lot of women are more reactional than proactive. They reactive, and they very delusional when it comes down to what they looking for in a man. It's impossible. It's impossible for a man to meet all of your needs and all of your wants. It's impossible.
And I also, you guys are part of a whole nother generation, right? So
I ain't that old yet. Don't
He
even,
just hit 40.
don't even hit me with that.
I'm on another generation.
Hey,
because
man.
I got it about 11
I'm a
years.
millennial, nigga.
Yeah, so
So-
I'm on another generation.
well, I understand where you speaking from,
Right.
but this
Generation.
generation and because I'm dating right now, and they don't move like that. They move like
Divas. I see.
it's a problem.
I see that.
It's a problem. And so it's not, yes, it's a protection mechanism, but to say that it's operating off of trauma, no, because women are more aware of what's going on now.
What made him aware?
You know what? I can't even say. Maybe
Past
shit. No,
experience?
what? You know what? I know is what made them aware. They just started coming out the closet.
I'm saying what happened?
Entertainment happened. Social media happened.
So that's delusion.
Yeah, all of it.
Because
Isn't that what entertainment is?
so it's not even trauma. It's worse than trauma then.
It's so the whole so damn big and black will be falling for days.
I think social media has a big thing to do with it because of echo chambers. You hear something there, there's always somebody on the mic that's going to validate how you're feeling.
Right.
Mhm.
Because there's a lot of people that pander towards, different demographics and stuff like that. You have somebody like Ace on tonight's conversation. I can't stand that fuck nigga. Anyway.
Who is
You
that?
said Ace on
Yeah.
tonight's.
Yeah,
I
listen,
actually
bro.
like they shit.
I ain't
Of
never
course.
heard of.
So they're like the biggest
Yeah.
podcast.
I've been
for
watching them for a
relationships
while.
around. They even bring people in like Ayana and stuff like that. Ace position or a person like Derek Jackson or
Yeah.
somebody like that. Like he will get on there and say, if a woman cheated on her man and she had a kid by the outside nigga, that original dude better stay and be a father to that kid. And you better stay with her, because you probably cheated anyway sometime in the past. So, or you probably this and you don't got no, like, it's be like, bro.
He say shit like that.
Yeah, they say shit like that. Like, you know what I mean?
These niggas crazy.
Yes. And it just be like, bro, you pandering like fuck. So my point of that is
I get you.
you can hear that easily and say, oh, well, this person who is on the screen is telling me that. So cool. So I can be in my delusion. I can feel this way.
Right.
Even that's why Red Pill podcast is so popular for men that hate women, because you can hear another guy saying it in a more eloquent way than you can, and then you go and then you start talking to your woman about this and accountability, this and 100 fucking times, and it'd be like, bro, those are for specific situations.
Right.
All right, you
Yeah.
got a relatively decent woman that's there, bro. Y'all work through y'all issues and y'all get better. I mean, like you hearing about somebody else's villain origin story and you mad for that nigga because he got cheated on, and now you take that home, you take that shit back to your wife or your girlfriend or you whatever. Now you acting an asshole. That shit is the detriment to society right now. We need to include both sides, both opinions. That's why I like being on podcasts like this, where everybody's opinion is listened to, is heard, the back and forth. You can get all of it, and most of the time it's somewhere in the middle.
Right.
Mhm.
Because this forces you to look at yourself, and you might hear one person that agree with you, but you probably gonna hear somebody else that don't. It's gonna make you think about something. So yeah, social media is part of this. Why dating is so
believe it.
horrible right now. Because
Yeah.
he said that, or she said, I don't. She don't want no date at the what was it, Cheesecake
The
Factory.
Cheesecake
Yeah.
Factory.
You know what I'm saying?
I would love to go to the damn.
I love the
Cheesecake
Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, so.
Food ain't shit, but you know it's a
Right.
decent place to go. It's all right. You know what I mean?
And then like even on a woman behalf, on the extreme part where I think I seen on TikTok or something, a guy had a nice little setup at the park, right? For this girl, for his date. And she came out there, was like, what is this? What the fuck is this broken, cheap ass nigga? Da 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 da, got me outside in the damn heat, this and that. I'm like, bitch, you don't.
Yeah.
Where he at?
There you go.
Sad.
Stuff like that, like, and like I stated with the Cheesecake Factory, like, why are y'all expecting men to be spending a bag like that on a date, and you gonna be acting so bougie, you ain't gonna want to give up now.
Especially like a first date.
I've never spent more than $120. Okay, so adjusting for inflation, right?
Now
what it
you
is
also, like we
200
said, date
bucks.
in your
200 on the
means,
first date.
within
Right.
your means.
I mean, I can see that.
200.
Yeah. Especially like say right now.
Because it was 120 then, it'd be about 200 now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
maybe 250.
damn, inflation.
Because the food,
yeah.
the food expensive.
Man, listen, okay, bitch, we going to Applebee's. Okay, well, we going now. Listen, I used to do coffee dates too. You know what I'm
I
saying?
like a coffee date.
And let me tell you, the cheapest date that I had.
Especially like on the first date or something.
Guess who I was dating?
Meet and greet.
Guess who I was dating?
What? Who?
A goddamn doctor. Cheapest date, first date I ever had, coffee. Because it wasn't about money to her. You know what I mean? She knew that. So it was about the conversation. It was about all that other stuff.
How you
So,
treat her.
yeah.
How you talk to her.
So for our first date was like not quite a Starbucks, but something like that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean, great conversation. Matter of fact, we was at a bookstore. We was at Barnes and Noble type shit, getting coffee at that spot. So she was like, "Oh, you read, nigga? Okay, shit. You know what I'm saying?" I was in there like Swimwell, baby. I was stuck up in that thing like a thong. But my point is these Ruth, now even a place like Ruth Chris is considered. People are saying like, "No,
What is that?
it's a major steak chain that's expensive, and the shit don't even taste better than Longhorn."
Oh, I don't see. I ain't never heard of it.
That them burnt ass steaks with that nasty ass unflavored macaroni and cheese and stuff that everybody get there. And so they have, it's just, you gotta go, you can't even go to like Fogo de Chao or something like that. Oh, that's just $40 per ticket. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if I'm doing that, plus maybe like a movie beforehand. Now you don't need to know that, I got a movie card or something like that or whatever. But the point is, you can easily spend $200 like that nowadays. That's not including if I got to pick her up. That's not, so it's not including if this is not a city trip. If you got to go a little bit outside, gas is crazy thanks to Trump bitch ass. But anyway,
say that again.
I'm trying to tell you.
So in
Wow.
Columbus, $4 to fill up your tank on the low end. Man, get out my. Anyway,
Then he say he don't even give a fuck about the goddamn economy. He don't care nothing about it.
He don't.
He making billions.
Yep. He good.
He straight.
Until them dollars don't mean nothing.
Hmm.
But anyway, so I said all that to say it don't take all that either
Mhm.
though. But man, you got to be willing to take her out though. You got to be willing to expend a little something, brother, before you ask to come to the house.
Kevin
A little
said
bit take you a
easy
long way.
150. She said either 150.
And you can, you can make a little bit look like a lot. Play your cards right.
I don't suggest that because that still
Because
gives
an
an illusion.
illusion.
Exactly.
I got you.
And then now she's expecting that easy. Shout out to Ma Dukes. That ain't my Ma Dukes. That's somebody else Ma Dukes. I don't know if you gonna say that, but yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that's your mom.
yeah, that her mama.
Yeah.
Mom. Hey, mom.
Yep.
Yo, what if I answer?
Blow the pitch up. Let me see. Nah,
It's just joking. I mess with Sky about her mama all the time.
yeah.
She real cool, man. Real good people. So yeah. So y'all start investing in these dates, fellas. And but also, okay, how many times a nigga gotta take you out? Like, let's be real, okay? Cause some of y'all will drain the nigga pockets. Y'all will drain the nigga pockets. So we gotta talk about it. We've been talking about all the other sides and stuff. Some of y'all are just here for a meal.
That was one of our other topics.
Let me ask this question right quick. This was something I saw. I don't know where I saw it at. So you on a date, first date, and on the date, she tells you, I like everything about you, but this is our last date. Do you pay for the date or do you make her split the tab?
I pay for the date.
You pay for it? Okay.
Because to me, that's a social contract, right? Where there's an automatic kind of agreement. I've decided to take you out. There should not be any expectations on the first date.
Okay.
For me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was supposed to be moving as if that might happen anyway. That's how I always looked at a first date.
Okay.
And so I would rather her tell me there quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so cool. Give me the doggy bag. As a matter of fact, what I'm gonna do as soon as she say that, we ain't even gonna finish the meal.
So we just gonna head wrap this up.
Wrap this up.
I got you.
See you later.
I'll holler at you. Right. I got you.
That's what I'm gonna do.
It was like
ain't no need for no more conversation because I get paid to talk. So you know what I'm saying? If I'm already giving you goddamn chit chatter, you taking even more money out my pocket for real.
Right.
So that's what I'm gonna do. Like, holla at you.
Because it was like a bunch of men on this show, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was a lot of different answers. A lot of dudes was like, hell no, I'm not paying for it all. She gonna pay her half, I pay my half.
Shouldn't have been out there trying to. You shouldn't have been out there trying to lead with the wallet on some super expensive stuff on the first date anyway. Now you looking like a damn fool.
Well, a lot of the men that, like you said, I pay for it too. I go ahead and pay for it, but it's over with. Yeah. And I need to keep going no further with it. You can go ahead and leave. I got the ticket. But a lot of men, like you said, they had expectations.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why they don't pay for it. They thought something was gonna come from this date. So
then you said first date. You know what I mean? Right. Like, come on, bro. Like, we got to start being okay.
Right.
With you doing a little work.
Her not liking you.
I'm saying, yeah, her not liking you too. But also you putting in a little work. She might like you, but just because she like you, you know what I'm saying? Now, I will say this. If she does like you, you ain't gonna have to do all that crazy shit. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that a woman, you deserve access to her body just because you took her out on a date, bro. Like, we got to stop. That's why I don't do that $500 shit, especially if you know you can't handle it. If your $500 looks anywhere near like what $500 look like to me, that ain't fuck out of here.
Kelly said, just be a gentleman. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, just get the hell on.
So going back to
you that horny that you can't just take an L for the night and move on? You ain't got nothing on standby.
That's
you ain't got plan Z.
Supposed to.
That's why you keep a plan Z.
And a plan B.
But plan Z is the one that don't look that good, and she just way down in the list.
What you call it? Pre-nut clarity.
Damn.
Yeah, post-nut clarity.
Yeah, post-nut.
Post-nut.
Yeah, you're supposed to rub one out before there, so that way your decision-making process won't be
led by lust.
Yes, exactly.
So back to the question, you said how many dates, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is how to get to the middle. So that was one of our other topics, is knowing how to date.
Mm-hmm.
Right? A lot of us, including me, don't really know how to date. So
yes, you do. You just don't choose not to. You know exactly how to date. You're not, Sky, you're not dumb.
EJ, can I finish?
Sure.
A lot of us don't know how to date. So when do men feel like, okay, is it 3 dates? The first date, okay, we might try it again. The second date, okay, I think I like you. Now the third date, we gonna know if I want to deal with you or not, right? Or how y'all feel about that? When is the cutoff time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can talk.
Okay, all right. I want to make sure. Now, a shout out to Lisa. What's up with you? Now, dating in general is supposed to be about getting to know the person. Like we said, onions, layers.
Right.
Everybody is not going to give you everything on the first point. A lot of y'all are having kids with women and men that you have no commonalities, and then y'all don't want to take care, can't co-parent, can't do all that stuff because you rush into the sexual stuff really quickly. Man, I know most of y'all are not going to agree with me on this because you want the ass. I get it, you want the ass. But we're talking about how you should be dating, not how you want to. I concede y'all want the booty quick. Got it. Understood. But the best thing to do is to wait 3 to 4 dates before you move to that. You want time to learn that person. You want time. That's why I say date more than one person, by the way. All right, so let me say that.
For men and women?
Men, until it's time to date exclusively. We talked about that. Once, I think that women should date more than one person. I do. But once you have landed on someone, then that's when everything else shut the fuck down. I mean, the moment you decide.
That's a conversation between the two.
Yes.
It has to be a clear conversation.
It has to be clearly understood that we are exclusively dating, because if that is not clear, then we are not exclusive.
Because I acknowledge there are a lot of fuck niggas that's out here. You know, we talked about the men that want to be women and stuff like that. And because of that, you know, I would tell my daughters, now, again, dating don't mean necessarily fucking.
Exactly.
Let me say that.
Just because you dating multiple people,
so can
don't
you
mean you messing with all of them.
So can you become exclusive dating without fucking?
Exclusively. I mean, that's a preference.
I'm trying to be cleaner. Can you become exclusively dating without having sex?
You didn't have to change the tone of your voice, though. He went from Stefan or Urkel to Urkel right there.
I think that's on the like an independent thing. You know, that's a more of a independency question, because most men, you know, if you ain't fucking, we ain't together.
You ain't my territory.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So
that's definitely another conversation too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's a different, you know, I ain't gonna say a different type of man, but a more of an understanding, a more patient man might be more willing to date a woman that is not that sexually active or not ready to be sexually active. But that's very rare.
All right, pull up out of there if you done got past 3 or 4 days, and then she ain't willing to go ahead and go through it. Now, I ain't gonna leave y'all hanging now, because I ain't telling y'all, because even if it's $150 per date, okay, it's $150. Now, you know what I'm saying? That's $450. We close to $500 now at that point in time. Okay, listen, I'm not saying that your body is worth $500, not what I'm saying. But in 3 or 4 dates, you now know, you should know because a woman knows if she's gonna smash a nigga off the rip. It's about how long are you gonna stay whatever the fuck she thinks you is until you fuck up. Normally we've been done talked ourselves out of it, or said something, or the truth done came out at some point in time. So the longer make you wait, the more closer to the actual person than the representative that we talk about all the time.
Right.
But it also, as a man, it gets you time to know her, because anytime you're having sex, condom or not, you're risking kids. And one of the worst things to do is to have a kid by a woman that you do not like.
Or don't want to be with.
No, that you don't like. I said it. I said it.
Right.
Because if you do not like her, it's going to be hell for these next 18 years. If y'all do not like each other. I'm talking about inside. I'm not talking about you like the parts, because there's another nigga's gonna like them parts too.
Right.
If you don't like her and she does not like you, that's gonna be the worst situation ever. The worst. I see too many dudes go crazy because, you know, they was off the top of the dome, they popped it off the rip. Next thing you know, she pregnant, or y'all was together just for a little bit. You didn't find out who she was. That is the problem. Now, once you relatively like someone and y'all start becoming exclusive, that's the stage. All right. Where it's all go from there. Now it's all the other stuff that we talked about. But beforehand, take her out on some dates, bro. It ain't that hard. Everything don't have to be paid for. Go on a walk. She just, the scenario that we talked about earlier. You outdoorsy. All right, let's go to the park. All right, cool. We gonna see if you really outdoorsy then. Because you could just be lying too. Now we gonna see, is you really out, or did you just think you seen me come on with a little lumberjack coat and you thought I was out there on some shit, which I'd never be wearing that anyway. So, but that's the kind of thing. It really ain't that hard. Just try to give a fuck about people. Because that's the main thing. You don't have to like care about them like that, but give a fuck about your fellow person.
You know who give a fuck about their people?
Who?
People in Japan.
Oh, go ahead.
They care about each other and they don't even know each other. That's all I want to say. America, y'all got to do better.
For those who don't know, Sky was just in Japan not too long ago. She came back from an extended trip out there, y'all. So she got to see the culture and how different it is.
I want to go back. Take me back.
You want to go back for real?
Yeah.
Man, what's up? Did you
I was eating curry and rice every morning. You know, I cannot do that in America.
Why not?
I'll be big as a house.
I'm about to say make it.
No, the ingredient. Well, now I will start getting my curry from the Asian market and not from our supermarkets. Because a lot of the stuff that's sold in the Asian market are their grade of food that they have over there.
Well, we're gonna have to box some of that stuff in for you. When your birthday is?
September 17th.
All right. Gotcha.
Oh, it's coming up.
All right, then.
Louis.
Damn, I was hoping it was like past already. Now I gotta do some shit.
Kelly say konnichiwa, motherfucker.
Konnichiwa. What that goodbye? Hello.
Hello.
Okay. I know Ichi ni san shi godoku nana whatever all that.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, that's counting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how many bitches I be trying to.
So Kelly is
out
giving
there.
y'all
Just joking.
a description of how dating to date right.
Wait, 150 is more taking out of context. I was agreeing that dating can be expensive. However, being creative, dating like coffee shop, walking in the park, picnics, etc. Yeah, exactly. That's what we talking about. Like we gotta do stuff like that, and both sides be okay with
Right.
that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put the onus on you 100% because times ain't like they was back in the day when $20 you could do the movie, all the snacks,
Skating.
and another go skating at the same time. Like, man, we used to ball back in the day.
And like I said, social media messing us up. Entertainment is messing us up because, you know, we have access and we see a lot, and those are things that we or people desire.
For sure.
So you say social media is definitely messing up the dating.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
100.
100%.
It used to be you talk to a couple of your friends, you know,
Yeah.
kind of talk about it, whatnot. Now you got access to thousands of voices, dumbass voices too.
Right.
You know, telling you shit. I wouldn't take that. I wouldn't do that.
Not only that, you got people on social media that's depicting a life they really not living.
Mm-hmm. What you say?
And helping fuel those unrealistic expectations.
Right. Exactly.
So
full circle.
Because I think it's a lot of men also have unrealistic expectations too.
Of course.
Because like you said, a lot of men do want maids. They think they want old fashioned women, but they're not old fashioned men.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we do have that.
Shit, I guess I'm one of
with that.
I want a mostly old fashioned woman. I want about 80%. You know what I'm saying? That old fashioned shit.
So what?
But you are also in a position to provide your wife that type of lifestyle to where she don't have to want for nothing. You do and provide for everything.
Oh, thank you for saying that.
So
that's
what
so
old fashioned? What? Give us a few of those old fashioned traits.
Okay. Well, because people gonna be like, oh, that's a maid and stuff. Okay, I want somebody that's domestically inclined. That's how I would say it. You know what I'm saying? That is willing to cook probably 4 to 5 days out of a week.
But that's a job. That's a single job. You know, cooks a professional cook. I'm pretty sure she would be a professional cook, cooking for you and providing for you every day.
Okay, you just said professional. All right, that's the first thing. There's levels.
Oh, so she ain't banging in the kitchen.
I didn't say that.
Okay, it's professional. So her food will make money. That's professionalism. It
Okay,
may-
I'll just give you that so you can have it today. I ain't gonna go back and forth. But okay,
domestic,
I
she
would-
got to clean up.
Well,
People get paid for that,
you gotta clean up your own mess.
and yours,
You-
and the kids. Oh, that's a whole nother job within
Yeah.
itself.
So you gotta clean up your mess, the kids, and all that anyway. Without
yours.
whether I'm there or not. So that's what percentage of that is. That car, you know what I'm saying? Is a skilled
Huh?
that car is a skilled trade.
No, we're talking about your
No, I mean, I got
your
you.
one.
But you're trying to compare what I said
I'm not
earlier.
comparing.
and
I'm just
and
point,
giving
I'm
you the
just
difference.
pointing out, the many peoples that you want in just one woman.
Oh no, it's not the same.
It
Because
is
you have
the
to
same.
do that for yourself. I don't have to be you have to do that for yourself.
She playing tit for tat.
Oh, she trying, but I'm giving you the difference. You have to do that yourself anyway. Okay. I'm gonna pay to get that car fixed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be out there doing it myself.
But undomesticated woman could pay to somebody to fix your food.
How when I'm the primary
And I
breadwinner? You use me as an example.
Right.
Now you're trying to go away from it, but I'm the primary breadwinner. I make
I could use your money.
85%
I'm
of the money
use
that's
your-
in there.
I could use your money for somebody else to come cook and clean for us.
That's a double whammy. Why if you doing that?
Okay, so then so are you gonna pay for the bitch to come in and suck my dick?
Yeah.
Answer the question.
Hey, maybe.
Because if you're gonna go that route, we're gonna go all the way that route.
Maybe.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Now you picking and choosing. So you know what I'm saying.
Like, she using his money to do all those things. what do you need with her?
No, the whole point was that y'all said that women want many persons in one person.
Uh-huh.
I'm saying,
correct.
no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Domestic stuff is under one category. Do you know, like when people say they want somebody who can build a house, do you know how many different things it takes to build a house?
Right.
Do you know how many different subsets of that?
Look,
Electrician is one.
Sky.
Electrician is one. Brick mason is two. Architect is three.
That's a completed house.
It's three. I'm just saying. So when you say I want somebody that can build a house, when they try to combine, see, even your mama told you lost
Right,
on
you
that one.
lost
I'm gonna leave it
that.
alone. Mom said, "What's up?"
Right.
But I just want her to be domestically inclined.
Mhm.
All right. I have no problem with that. And then I don't want her to be outside.
What's outside?
In the streets.
Define that for me,
Just
please.
in the street, everywhere.
Okay.
And I
So
don't get
if
together
I wanted a
everywhere.
socialite, if I wanted
Right.
someone who wanted the cameras on them and all of that type of stuff all the time, I could have had that.
Mhm.
So I made it very clear that is not what I'm looking for. Now, if that's what you want to do, no problem. But you do that with someone else. That is not what I'm looking for. Okay. Because I see what be out here and I see how some of y'all move.
You see what come along with it, right?
No.
They ain't just out here telling us, I'm just out here trying to promote my content.
Yeah. Bouncing on the deck. That's- boing, boing. He has a lot of followers. Fuck out of here, nigga. No, you catching me on that shit.
I know that right.
All these groups, and we're just coming together to take pictures and all these groups. Listen, man, 90% of these groups that are forming, even these running clubs now,
Oh my God.
is turning into niggas trying to fuck.
Please don't say that, because I just started back outside Columbus, two
Okay.
ropes in one
I'm sorry.
community. Don't do that.
I'm sorry. You're right. I threw some unintended shade right there.
You got
Ain't nobody yeah, my bad. Ain't nobody double dutching trying to get no pussy. My bad, y'all.
Please.
I'm sorry.
God, before I
Before you even get it off the ground, ain't it? You shot it down.
But look, though, I'm just saying, though, I listen.
But I know why you said that.
Yeah, I just bro, because it's literally shout out to them, but it's some groups that done started recently here, and the stories is
Yeah, Kelly said, "Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Don't shoot."
Yeah. They go out there and they get the exercising. And that ain't the only thing that they exercising on.
But
you know what I'm saying?
but back outside Columbus, 2 roads in one community.
We should have waited a little
we
bit before we plug that though.
I'm just saying, he keep alliterating on these groups. My group ain't like that, y'all. We really jumping out here.
Yeah, they be jumping.
So explain to us what's your group about, because it's the first time I'm hearing about it.
Back outside Columbus, 2 roads, one community is a double Dutch group. That I'm a community group. It's a community group right now, but it will soon turn into
A
program
movement.
of official movement. It's exactly what it is. It's jump rope and bringing the community together to come outside and jump. And a lot of participants have been women of 40 and over, 35 and older. So these are women that was outside playing
Right.
when we was kids. We outside in the community playing with each other because we couldn't go back in and out the house. We had to stay outside and find something to do. And these are also the communities that while every other kids probably was out there doing whatever in the streets, it gave them something to do other than roam the streets. And it's also a game that boys and girls can play without girls being hypersexualized.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just
I mean, I can sexualize anything at some point, but I get your point though. You know what I'm saying? It's a great movement, y'all. And I'm telling you though, when I was talking about outside, I'm talking about a different type. We're not actually outside
in a group like that, right?
We're talking about they go outside into the heat, into the elements. Sometimes it's events and stuff indoor too. And they go out. That's the positive outside. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. It's not attached to anything or you gotta do anything. All you gotta do is just come jump.
Shout out to Newark, New Jersey. All right.
For sure. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Sky for bringing this in. There are a lot of people that there's a joy to jumping rope. Right?
Yes,
and I'm going to tell men right now, if you want some way to lose weight, if you're looking for a way to be with community, this is a perfect thing.
Right.
Jumping rope is aerobic exercise. I'm telling you, you're going to get a workout. You're going to be out here sweating. You'll be out here moving. And you'll be helping the community because we do need more men that's out here to do this too. Now, I haven't gotten to the double Dutch part. I'm one single rope right now. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, used to do it back in the day a little bit or something, but I'm scared now.
Yeah.
These bones can't move like they used to. But I'm getting back in there and I'm gonna do it. And I don't care what you think, whoever, whatever. Nigga, I want the frolic. I want to enjoy fucking life. And this is a way that I'm gonna do it. I'm skipping again for the first time in 15 years.
That's
you know what I'm
up.
saying? My nigga, I love this shit. So thank you for allowing me to reach part back into kind of my kid, my essence, the innocent part of me enjoys that. Even though it's only a little bit of him left.
No,
bringing him back.
It's a lot more left than you think, man. Like I say, I'm in my 50s, man, and I enjoy being out there with them youth, with the youth football team. I be playing with them in practice. You know what I'm saying? So it brings back your inner kid. It never really leaves.
It really does. And it was a beautiful thing to watch.
So it's good. That's a good group, man. We need more organizations like that for us. You know what I'm saying? Because we dying early. You know what I'm saying? We ain't living like our folk used to live 70s, 80s, and 90s. You know, a lot of my partners, man, they gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm just 51. You know what I'm saying? So we're not healthy. We're not eating right.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
51, man. So it's good that y'all guys are putting the organization like that together to keep, like you say, with people that over their 40s being healthy, you know what I'm saying, and getting out in the community and doing things to help.
Now it actually saved lives.
Right.
No, for real.
That's what your mom said too. Definitely said yes, it saved lives. So that's big. That's what's up. So it has been a great show today.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's been a minute since we've been back into the lab. So
right.
Man, like I say,
it's been a while.
The youth football, man, we did make it to the championship. Unfortunately, we didn't come away with the #1 trophy, but we did come away with the #2 trophy.
Okay.
So
Congratulations.
thank you.
Congrats on making it to the finals.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So next we gonna start contact football. So that shouldn't have anything to do with what we do here, because contact is on Saturdays.
All right, for sure.
So like I was telling her earlier, I think I got one more engagement, which is the banquet. That's on a Sunday.
Man, don't go out there lying to them kids. Don't go out there lying to them kids, cause if I find out, bro, I'm gonna get on you. Okay, if that nigga wasn't no MVP, if he wasn't the offensive or the defensive player,
I don't do it, man. I'm
fuck the rest of them kids, bro. Respectfully,
I don't. Like I say, I'm from another generation, man. So it's like I gotta tell you the truth, because the truth is better than me lying to you. You know what I'm saying? And the truth might not always feel good, but it's for your good. So I know I have to tell a lot of parents a lot of times, that get into it about, my son ain't this, my son ain't playing. I'm like, ma'am, sir,
there are other kids that are better than him.
Well, it's like, if you don't hold it, what I'm starting to see out of this generation of parents is the lack of accountability to the kids. You see what I'm saying? And you can't blame the kids, especially when you're in youth sports. You can't blame a child for not making it to practice. They don't drive.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So it's the parents that's responsible for getting the child back and forth to practice. And that's a part of accountability. You see what I'm saying? So if you're not here at practice through the week and the other boys are here, regardless of how good you are, I can't see starting you.
Got you.
You see, I can't see starting you over the boys that's really sacrificing and being here every week, every day. You see what I'm saying? And then a lot of times you're not even that great. So
it'd be different if you was the cream of the cream of the cream of the cream of the crop. Okay, you might can't start, but I'm gonna find
you get it.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, right. Listen, because that's how real life works.
Right. You
Motherfuckers can get away with a little bit of shit when you got a little talent.
You got talent,
but you ain't that much better. Like he'll C, you will be minus. He'll C plus, you'll be minus, bro. Fuck it, he here every day, and probably in crunch time, he gonna remember to play like it's supposed to be instead of just going through athleticism.
Right.
So yeah, I'm right with you.
The thing about it, when you in youth, and I know a lot of coaches in youth kind of forget it. This is developmental stages. You developing players. You see what I'm saying? So when you got a kid that want it, that want to be there, that's gonna be there, that's eager to learn, and he might not be as talented as the one that's, like you say, he got it going on, but he just feel like he riding his own coattails, so he come when he wants, show up when he wants, give half of effort. I gravitate towards the one that not so great, but want it. That might need development. You know what I'm saying? That's the one I gravitate towards, because we in youth. You ain't got no scholarship.
Ain't no D1 school up there. Though? The whole EJ, you had talked about this before, like giving out awards for participation.
Yeah.
Now
would that come,
Yeah, exactly. The only thing I will say, because the parents pay money, I would shoot the parents something as a parent, like, hey, thank you for, what I'm saying, yada yada yada.
You got to think about it like this, man. You pay money in high school and middle school too for your kids to play.
Yeah.
So your money don't guarantee your child a playing spot.
Yeah, I'm with you, but I'm just saying I would give the parent appreciation for being a part of the program, something like that. But I can't do the kid.
You get the jersey.
So when that happens, so a kid is entitled to. They feel like they entitled to play because we say a lot of stuff. Well, parents say a lot of stuff in front of their kids and stuff when they, having grown conversations around the kids, and so now the kids walking around thinking about what their parents say and got this type of entitlement.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah. So, the generation different, you know what I'm saying? Most of the parents out there, 30s, in their 30s and early 30s. So them parents is pretty much like my kids' age. So I'm about like I'm out there with my grandkids, really.
Mhm.
A lot of them, in a lot of cases. And so I have a different, I have a different mindset that I'm just not getting away from. I'm not, there's certain values that I'm not gonna lay down. I mean, there are some that I can kind of like, okay, those days are over with. Let's try to modify into these new areas. But it's a lot of them that I'm just not gonna lay down. And one of them is accountability. That's just something that I'm not gonna the excuse that I don't care how great you are, I don't care how good you are. If you're not here, then you just can't start. Like you say, you might get some chance to play because of your talents, but I'm gonna go with the guys that's here because I want to reward them for making sacrifices. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to send a message out that no matter how much sacrifice you make, you don't get any reward for that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the mixed signal that I see a lot of what I've seen a lot of youth coaches make, is not holding a lot of kids more accountable. You know what I'm saying? And making sure that, the kids that are there be rewarded for doing the right thing.
Yes, sir.
But besides that, man, like I said, I love it, man. It keeps me around the kids and keeps my inner kid not dying. So it's all good.
All right, man. Shit, how you want to end this today, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just go ahead and tell everybody this. I still got haters, y'all. And I just want to say, man, listen. If you're going to use my name to get in the door, put some respect on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's it, man. Just put some respect. If you know in your heart of hearts, I know you won't admit it. But if you know you've used my name in any way, just put some respect on it, though. That's it. Admit that I know you look up to me. I know you like what I do. I know you emulate what I do. I know you wish you was in the seat that I'm in. And I get that. Because when I look at myself in the mirror, I want to be me. So I understand. I get it. And I know I done lost a little weight. So, you can't really go with them fat jokes too much anymore and stuff like that. So you lost your one card that you had. I understand. That was your one card that you could go to, fat motherfucker, fat this, fat that. I get it. So now you don't got no ammo no more.
Well, fat people get treated bad, don't they?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Golly,
it don't matter how smart you are. It don't matter how good you are. You could have whooped somebody's ass. Whatever the fuck that you did, you always going to be a fat motherfucker. And literally, I punch somebody, knock them damn near the fuck out. They on the ground. Man, fuck you, fat motherfucker. Like, goddamn. Well, I sit my fat ass on top of you. Like, it doesn't matter. You always going to be a fat motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you still broke. Meanwhile, you still riding on everybody else's coattails. But hey, at the end of the day,
shout out to the haters.
They gonna hate.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about it, man, it's a good thing you have haters. That means you doing something. Cause motherfuckers ain't hating on you if you ain't doing nothing.
I get it, and I understand it. But when you going in the middle, it just be annoying. It's like you ever a bunch of mosquitoes, you know what I'm saying? You kill one, and there's another one over here. It's like now you gotta be talking, and then next thing you know, your legs start itching a little bit. It's like
they're like, look, they're just nagging, just irritating.
Like, bruh, we could do so much if we work together, but you would rather just be negative. You would rather just have my name negative. A couple motherfuckers around here, type shit.
I mean,
but if we actually all came together,
I don't even think a lot of them don't even know they hating. They're just a part of their personality. I don't believe a lot of cats know when they hating. I hear shit all the time. Niggas be hating. They really think they being real and shit. It's like, no, nigga, you hating.
Why is that even a conversation?
Right.
This your real talk, nigga.
This ain't real. This nigga you hating.
You hating.
Right. So I think a lot of time, man, they don't even understand what hating is because it's a generational thing. They great granddaddies and grandmamas were haters. pass that shit down to the granddaddy. The granddaddy passes it down to the daddy. The daddy passes it down to his son. You know what I'm saying? It's like you come from a long line of haters to where y'all hate everything that don't have you involved in it. And then you wonder why you can't get nothing involved because you hate too much. You spend too much time watching other niggas instead of doing something. You spend too much time watching and seeing what you can hate on.
Well, they spend so much time watching to see what they can steal and seeing what they can emulate. But see, they start finding out that there's something about you why you're able to do what you're doing. And so you can try, right? But the recipe ain't gonna never be the same. It ain't gonna taste the same. You ever had grandma recipe?
Right.
And it just, no matter how many times you put it in the oven, you cook that thing 15 times and it just don't taste like us.
Right.
It's a reason why you can't be that. My mother has a banana pudding. I told y'all everything about my mom and everything like that. But she got a motherfucking banana pudding. It does not matter how many times Ebony has tried. I've paid folks to giving them the actual recipe. And it's just some about when that woman make that right there. I don't know what she do. It could be a toe. It could be a back of the skin flake, whatever the fuck she put in that shit. There's something in there that's just different.
It's different.
Because she, in that realm, she is different. And so that's the same thing. You can try to copy. You can try to do whatever that you want to do. You can watch all you want to. But there's a reason why things are good over here. And they ain't going to never not be good. And I'm going to leave it at that.
That's what's up, Sky.
Okay, well, I ain't finna go too deep into it. But y'all already know, go check out 3 Shades of Black Custom Creations. And also be on the lookout for the next community meetup for Back Outside Columbus, 2 ropes and 1 community. We had a great turnout last week, so I'm expecting you guys to show up and show out this time.
That's what's up. I said everything I'm gonna say, man. So it's been good doing the show with you guys. I don't know what y'all schedule look like for this Sunday, but whatever we do, we'll try to get more on top of announcing it before we start. This was kind of a last minute thing since I was off this week. I said I want to do podcasts. I hadn't done it in a while, so
boy said he about to knock out this content. He said y'all about to get it.
I had to get something in, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Y'all be working with me, especially with my schedule and everything, man. Hanging in here with me. I appreciate that, for sure.
All right. You already know. Let's get it.